Om Shanti. Murli date 9th of October 2024. Baptada, Madhuban, Essence. Sweet children, you cannot claim the kingdom of the world with physical power. For this is the law. Question. In which aspect of himself is Shubaba amazed? Answer. Baba says, just look, what a wonder it is. Although I teach you this, I have not studied it with anyone. No one is my father, no one is my teacher or guru. I do not take rebirth in the world cycle. Yet I tell you the story of all your births. I do not enter the cycle of 84 births, but I give you this accurate knowledge of the cycle. Om Shanti. The spiritual father makes you into spinners of the discus of self-realization. That is, you come to know the cycle of 84 births. You did not know it previously. I have now come to know this from the Father. You definitely enter the cycle of 84 births. I give you children this knowledge of the cycle of 84 births. I am Swadershan Chakradhari. But I do not enter into the cycle of 84 births. Practically, from this you can understand that Shiva, the Father, has all of this knowledge. You Brahmins know that you now became spinners of the discus of self-realization. Baba does not become this. So, how does he gain experience? It is we who became experienced. From where does Baba gain experience so that he is able to tell us about it? He should have the practical experience. The Father says, I am called the ocean of knowledge, but I do not enter the cycle of 84 births. So, from where do I obtain this knowledge? A teacher teaches, so he must surely have studied from someone. What he teaches? How did Shubaba study? How does he know about the cycle of 84 births when he himself do not take 84 births? It is because the Father is the seed that he knows. He himself does not enter the cycle of 84 births, but he can explain everything to you. This too is a wonder. It is not that the Father has studied any scriptures, etc. It is said that this knowledge is fixed within him according to the drama. And so, he speaks it to you. Therefore, he is a wonderful teacher. You should be amazed. This is why he has been given such great name as Ishwar, Prabhu, the knower of all secrets, etc. You are wonderstruck at how God is filled with all of this knowledge. Where did he obtain it that he is able to explain it to you? He does not have a father who gave him birth and explained it to him. You are all brothers and he alone is your father, the seed. He sits here and gives you children so much knowledge. He says, I do not take 84 births. You do. So the question would be surely arise, Baba, how did you come to know all of this? Baba says, children, according to the eternal drama, this knowledge which I teach you is in me. From the beginning, this is why I am called God, the highest on high. He himself does not enter the cycle, but he has all the knowledge of the beginning, middle and end of the whole world. Therefore, you children should experience so much happiness. From where did he acquire the knowledge of the cycle of 84 births? He received it from the Father. The Father has the original knowledge. He is called knowledgeful. He did not study with anyone, yet he is called knowledgeful because he has the original knowledge. This is a wonder. That is why this study is remembered as the most elevated study. Children are amazed by the Father. Why is he called knowledgeful? This is the first thing to understand. And then, what is the second aspect? When you show this picture to people, they say to you, this Brahma must have his own soul in him. And when he becomes Narayan, he must also have his own soul. Therefore, there are two souls, one of Brahma and other of Narayan. However, if you think about it, there are two separate souls. There is only the one soul, that is only a sample of a deity that is shown. This Brahma becomes Vishnu, that is, he became Narayan. These are called deep matters. The Father gives you very deep knowledge, which no one except the Father can teach. Therefore, Brahma and Vishnu are not two souls. So, are there two souls of Saraswati and Lakshmi? Or is it one? There is only one soul, but two bodies. This Saraswati later becomes Lakshmi. Therefore, there is only one soul. The sum soul takes 84 births. This is something to be understood. Brahmins became deities and then deities became warriors. Souls shed their bodies and take others. It is the same soul, but this sample is to show how Brahmins became deities. The meaning of Hamso is very good. These are called deep aspects. First of all, you have to understand that you are all children of the one Father. All souls are originally residents of the Supreme Abode. They come here to play their parts. This is a play. The Father sits here and gives you the news of this play. Originally, the Father knows this. No one taught him. He, who is the knowledge of this cycle of 84 births, now tells it to you. Then, later, you forget it. So, how could a scripture of it be created? The Father has not studied any scriptures. Then, how does he come and tells you new things? For half a cycle, there is the path of devotion. This aspect too is not in the scriptures. Those scriptures are created on the path of devotion according to the drama. Your intellects have a great deal of knowledge of this drama from its beginning to the end. Shiv Baba definitely has to take the support of a human body. He sits here in the body of Brahma and gives you this knowledge of the world cycle. By telling all stories, human beings have made the duration of the cycle very long. The new world became old. The new world is called heaven and the old world is called hell. There is only the one world. Deities lives in the new world, whereas there is limitless happiness. The whole world is new at that time. It is now called the old world. The very name is the iron-aged world. It is the same as saying old Delhi and new Delhi. The Father explains, sweetest children, in the new world, there will be new Delhi. They call it New Delhi here in this old world. How can this be called new? The Father explains that there will be New Delhi in the new world in which Lakshmi and Narayan will rule. That will be called the Golden Age. You will rule over the whole of Bharat. Your throne will be on the banks of the Jamuna. At the end, the throne of Ravan's kingdom too will be there. The throne of the Rama's kingdom will be there. But it will not be called Delhi. It is called Parishtan, land of angels. After that, a name is given to the kingdom according to whichever king rules. At this time, all of you are in this old world. You are studying to go to that new world. You are once again becoming deities from human beings. The Father is the one who is teaching you. You know that the highest on high Father has come down here in order to teach you Raj Yoga. You are now at the confluence age and this old iron-aged world is about to end. The Father has given you the account of this. I enter the body of Brahma. Human beings don't know which Brahma this is. They have heard of Brahma, the father of people. You are the people of Brahma. This is why you call yourselves Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. In fact, you incorporeal souls are children of Shiv Baba. You belong to the clan of Shiva. In this corporeal world, you are brothers and sisters, the children of Prajapita Brahma. There is no other relationship. At this time, you forget all of your iron-aged relationships because there is bondage in them. You are going to the new world. Brahmins have top knots. A top knot is a symbol of you Brahmins. This is the clan of you Brahmins. Those Brahmins belong to the Iron Age. Brahmins are usually guides. One set of Brahmins accept offerings of food and the other set of Brahmins narrates the Gita. You Brahmins now relate this Gita. They relate the Gita and you too relate the Gita. But just look how much difference there is. You say that Krishna cannot be called God. Krishna is called a deity. He has divine virtues. He can be seen with the physical eyes. You can see in the Shiva temple that Shiva does not have a body of his own. He is the supreme soul. That is, he is God. There is no meaning in the names of Ishwar, Prabhu, Bhagwan, etc. God is the supreme soul, whereas you are non-supreme. Just look. There is no much difference between you souls and that soul. You souls are now studying with the supreme soul. He has not studied anything with anyone. He is the Father. You call the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, Father. You also call him teacher and Guru. He is one. No other soul can become the Father, teacher and Guru. There is only the one Supreme Soul, Paramatma, who is called the Supreme. Everyone first needs a Father, then a teacher, then lastly a Guru. The Father also says, I became your Father, then your teacher, and then I also became the Sadguru, who grants salvation. There are many Gurus, but there is only the one Guru who can grant salvation. The Father says, I grant salvation to all of you. When you are in the golden age, all the rest will be in the land of peace, which is called the Supreme Abode. In the golden age, there was a original eternal deity religion. There were no other religions at that time because all the other souls had returned to the land of liberation. The golden age is called the salvation. Whilst playing your parts, you come into the degradation. You are the ones who come into the degradation after being in salvation. You are the ones who take the full 84 births. At that time, as are king and queen, so the subjects. 9 lakh will come at the first. The calculation is that 9 lakh will take 84 births. Then others will continue to come later on. The Father explains that not everyone take 84 births. Only those who comes at the beginning will take 84 births. Then those who come later will take fewer births. The maximum is 84. No other human beings know these matters. Only the Father sits here and explains this. It is written in the Gita. God speaks. You have now come to know that Sri Krishna did not create the original eternal deity religion. It was the Father who established it. The Krishna soul heard this knowledge at the end of his 84 birth, and so he became the first one again. These things have to be understood. You have to study every day. You are God's student. God speaks. I make you into the kings of kings. This is the old world. The new world means the golden age. It is now the iron age. The Father comes and changes impure humans of the iron age into pure deities of the golden age. This is why iron-aged human beings call out, Baba, come and purify us. Change us from iron-aged, impure human beings into pure, golden-aged deities. Look how great the difference is. There is limitless sorrow in the iron age. If a child is born, they are happy. Tomorrow, if he dies, they are unhappy. They experience sorrow throughout their lives. This is a world of sorrow. The Father is now establishing a world of happiness. He is making you into the deities of heaven. You are now at the most auspicious confluence age. You are becoming the most elevated man and woman. You come here in order to become Lakshmi or Narayan. Students have yoga with their teacher because they understand that they will become so and so by studying with him. Here, you have yoga with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, Shiva, who makes you into deities. He says, Saligram children, remember me, your Father. Consider yourself to be souls, and remember me, your Father. He alone is knowledgeful. The Father narrates the true Gita to you, even though he himself has not studied it. He says, neither am I anyone's child, nor have I studied with anyone. I do not have a guru, yet I became the father, the teacher, and the guru of you children. He is called the Supreme Soul. He knows the entire world from its beginning through the middle to the end. You cannot know the beginning, middle, and end until he comes and narrates it all. By understanding this cycle, you became rulers of the globe. This Baba is not teaching you. Shiv Baba enters this one and teaches you souls. This is a new aspect and it only takes place at the confluence age. This old world is to end. The wealth of some will be burnt underground and the wealth of other will be looted. Baba tells the children to open schools and museums to bring benefit to many and make them into deities once again. So many can go there and claim the inheritance of happiness. It is now the kingdom of Ravan. There was happiness in the kingdom of Rama. There is sorrow in the kingdom of Ravan because everyone has become vicious. It is voiceless word. Lakshmi and Narayan also have children. But there is the power of yoga there. The Father is teaching you the power of yoga. You became masters of the world through the power of yoga. No one can become master of the world through physical power. The law does not allow that. You children are claiming your sovereignty of the whole world through the power of yoga. This is such an elevated study. The Father says, first of all, make a promise for purity and become pure. You will become the masters of the pure world. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. Spiritual father says namaste to you spiritual children. Spiritual children says namaste to spiritual father. Essence for dharana. First point. Forget all your iron aged relationships which have now become bondages and consider yourself to be a confluence aged Brahmin. Listen to the true Gita and relate it to others. Second point. This old world is going to end. Therefore, use everything to have in a worthwhile way. In order to benefit many, in order to change ordinary humans into deities, open schools and museums. Blessing, may you be tolerant and tolerate every situation with love by understanding the Father's order. Some children say that, although they are right, it is they who have to tolerate everything and die in every situation. However, to tolerate, to die in this way means to claim a number in the subject of dharana. Therefore, do not be afraid of having to tolerate something. Some children do tolerate things, but there is a difference between tolerating something out of compulsion and tolerating it out of love. You are not tolerating it because of the situation, but it is the Father's order to be tolerant. So, to consider it to be an order to tolerate things out of the love means to transform yourself and you receive marks for that. Slogan. Those who always eat the nourishment of happiness remain constantly healthy. Acha. Om Shanti.